It's honest, open, and transparent. If you didn't know, now you know. So sit back and unwind as we bring the vibe and a little bit of glorious sunshine to your heart, soul, and mind. Your lovely host, Hot Donna, will be with you in just a few moments. But while you wait, go ahead and set an atmosphere of peace in your space. If you can, cut the lights down low, get your hydration on, vibrations on. Cause tonight, you're about to receive some delicious food for your soul. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's about to get hot. You are indeed in the one and only place to be this evening. We appreciate you for joining us, and in just a few moments, we about to turn the heat all the way up. That's right. It's about to go down right now on Hot Topics with Donna. Show your virtual love by smashing that thumbs up and heart icon as many times as you can. And without further ado, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing your host, the one and only Hot Donna.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. I am your host, Donna Taylor, here live from DTV. Hey, Missy Anthony, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Thank you guys for just tuning in. It's a Sunday. I'm excited about this guest. I've known this guest for quite some time now. And so I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, you know who I am. I am Donna here on Hot Topics with Donna. Hot stands for honest, open, and transparent. And that's what we do here on this show. Here's my book that has been released almost 2 weeks now. I am still in the making of figuring out how I'm going to do my book signing. But you can purchase this on Amazon. It's An Imperfect Marriage Saved by Grace, by your host, voila, me. So it's super excited about that milestone in my life. Truly, I'm thankful to Mr. Anthony for helping me complete this project. It's been a long time coming. It's been bittersweet too, because my late husband, JT, didn't get to see the finished product, but he knew the book was in the making. So I'm super excited about that. And so the word that I chose today for this guest is creativity. If you have been on my page, you probably see me share some of his work. And so that's the word that I chose, because we all have a creative side, just meaning that we have to tap into it. But nevertheless, for me, creativity was what I needed to complete this book. And so I am going to go ahead and bring my guest on, and we're going to get started. So I won't hold you guys up. I will be back tomorrow with a young entrepreneur. And so you'll get to see a younger person on this platform again as well. So let me go ahead and invite my guest. Okay, so I already invited him to come on. So we're going to give him a few minutes. And so I hope you guys have had a great week. It's been so much going on. Mr. Anthony, how have you been? Hope you've been good. I've been under the weather. I think I had the flu last week, but nevertheless, I'm still here. Thank the Lord, I'm still here. And so I'm going to give my guests a few more minutes to come on, and then we're just going to have some great dialogue. But guys, thank you for all the people that have reached out and said they've purchased my book. thank you for the ones that's just saying, hey, when are you going to do your book signing? I want it to be a very important part of my life, as well as the people that have purchased the book. And so once I get all the details, I am going to extend an invitation to 10 people that have read my book so they can be on the platform as well, giving their reviews publicly about this book. This book was a long time coming. Here's the cover. That's the back. It's been a long time coming. I really end up writing the book. I started a year prior to my late husband's death, but in the last months of him being sick, that this book was really becoming my safe haven, my place where I was writing, because that's how I stay focused. That's how I stay sane through his sickness. And so for me, the writing came, and so here we are, and it's done. It's truly done. I'm super excited. I'm just excited about just being able to complete a project that's so near and dear to me. And you know, guys, Mr. Anthony, you've written several books, but this one book that I've written, I was like, wow, I am really, really an author. But only because I'm an author doesn't mean that I'm better than you. It just means that that's just another accomplishment that I have been working on for so long, and to have a finished product, it's truly, truly a blessing. To have a finished product is a blessing. And I'm still waiting on my guests to join my live, and then we'll get started. Yep, so give me some hearts. Let me know you're there. And we're going to get started. I'm just waiting for him to join my live. And let's see if we can get him on, because I don't want to waste you guys' time. I know it's Sunday. We getting ready to go back to work on Monday. So just hold on for a minute. Okay, let me see if I can bring him on. Okay. I am getting ready to get him. Like I said, thank you guys for tuning in just week after week, and just allowing me to just be before you, um, doing my life, doing what I like doing best. So I'm just waiting for him to connect, and once he connects, then we're gonna get started. Thank you.
All right, connected.
Yep. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am good. And so the word that I chose today, on my lives, I always choose a word for my guests, for me, and for my viewers. The word I chose for you today is creativity. And so, how do you stay creative with your work?
That's a tough one because you got to have inspiration. In order to have inspiration, I do various things. I ask people that I know that are creative.
Mm-hmm.
I go to websites that I like caviar.com.
Right.
Sometimes an app that I use called gurushots.com.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, there's all kinds of websites that I look at.
Absolutely.
And I get inspired by either what creative people tell me or what I see. And sometimes I see something and I say, hey, I could do that, or I could do better than that.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it never turns out the way that I want it to turn out.
So is that a
But,
good thing or a bad thing?
Right. But sometimes it turns out a way that you don't even think it's going to be.
Absolutely.
And that's better than what you initially envisioned.
Wow.
So just like right now, I found an alternative location to shoot at,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to turn out pretty good.
Okay.
And yeah, and right now the model is sitting beside me, and I also have my little buddy back there, Mr. Bones.
And
That's
so,
Bones back there.
okay, and
Yeah.
so tell people who you
Wait.
are, where you reside, and what you do, and then I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions, so you can get back to your shift.
No problem. Uh, just want to say hello to everybody out there in Facebook land. My name is Derrick Palmer. I consider myself an engineer, now a math teacher, and also unlicensed right now. I'm working on my license.
You got it. You got
Um, yeah, hopefully, Lord willing.
it.
But I'm a photographer. I consider myself gifted by God, and I use my gift that, like I said, God gave me, and I try to
Absolutely.
bless people with it, and people enjoy it. I try to do a photo shoot like once a month for free for somebody that might charge or whatever. I mean, might want to pay. I try to do that once a month or so. I have a photography business that's Derrick Palmer Photography, and I've been running that literally since 2005 here in North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
and in Virginia. I was in Virginia for about 5.5 years,
Okay.
but
And so
I'm that type of person.
what made you start wanting to do photography? Was it from when you was growing up, or did, something happen that you said, "Oh, I think I can do this"?
It's a little bit of both. It's when I was growing up. My dad had the old-fashioned Polaroid land camera. I don't know if anybody remember that. And
Right.
then my mom had the Polaroid one step,
Mm-hmm.
and they would always take pictures like at holidays,
Mm-hmm.
especially 4th of July. We'll try to get fireworks,
Right.
but those one steps ain't gonna do too much good with color in the sky.
Absolutely.
But what happened was back in probably 1980, 88 or so, my mom won this little small sweepstakes,
Uh-huh.
and it had this little film camera that looked like a SLR camera.
Right.
And she was like, "Here, Derrick, I don't want this. You can have it." Well, when she gave me that camera, I was like, "Man, this thing is the coolest thing since sliced bread." So I fell in love with it,
Hmm.
and I wore that camera out over the next 2 years.
Wow.
And in 1989, I took a picture of our Christmas tree,
Mm-hmm.
and that picture, there's just something about it that
Mm-hmm.
just made a fire blow up inside of me.
Wow.
And ever since then, I've been running to take pictures and learn more about photography. So from 1989 to now, I've been running around with a camera in my hand, anywhere from a digital camera all the way to, from film cameras all the way to digital SLRs and eventually a mirrorless.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Nicole. Thank you guys for tuning in. So, what is it that you like most, or even most and least, about being a photographer, especially
Uh,
now in this time?
all right. The thing I like the most about being in photography is, like you were saying, the words creativity. You could be super creative. With digital, you don't have to wait for the pictures to get developed or anything like that. You just
Right.
go and shoot it, and you can see in the back of your camera instantly.
Mm.
And then even if you don't have a decent camera like me, or a mirrorless camera, our cell phones nowadays, smartphones, are ridiculous. I mean, they come in with like four lenses and
Mm-hmm.
two flashes and stuff. It's just amazing. But I love that fact that you could be ultra creative nowadays with the digital technology. But what I least like about everything is the inverse of that is true. Since there's cameras everywhere,
Yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
think they're a photographer, which technically everybody is a photographer.
Right.
I don't know if you know this, but I want to get this out there that whoever presses the shutter release button, I don't care if it's a cell phone, one of those little $10 phones you buy at Target.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's a Leica or Hasselblad or any of those big names, uh, medium format, large format. I don't care. Whoever presses that button in the United States, we have a law
You're.
called the
Uh-huh.
Copyright Act
Right.
of 19, I think 76. you are protected. That's your photo. That's
Wow.
nobody else's photo.
Wow.
That is your photo, and I
Right.
can't claim it. You have the copyright to that, and you can sue the pants off of me if if I try to claim your photo, and vice versa.
Right. And so being a photographer, because you and I have shot, you know, and that's how I met you at a shootout with a lot of photographers. But being
Yep.
a photographer, how do you capture your subject, you know, your model? Because I remember one shoot you and I did for a magazine, and you know, when I get in front of the camera, sometimes I'm like, I don't know. But when you did my
Yep.
face as a flower, and I was like, wow, that was really beautiful. And so, how do you handle your subjects? And like, do they come to you with the idea, or do you come with the idea?
It's a little bit of both. I come with the idea 90% of the time,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing is, even though, oh, that looked creepy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you
Yeah.
outside and it's getting dark. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my video light on because you know, like I said, we're gonna shoot in a little bit,
Okay.
and
Okay. I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah. No, you good. You good. You good. But what happened is whoops, I hit my camera. um, what happened is the model a lot of times has their own idea as well,
Right.
and that idea. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can see me. Hold on.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah. And
All right. So the model has their idea as well, and the thing is, the photographer 9 times out of 10 comes to the photo shoot with the vision. Now, once you get into what I consider bigger events, more professional situations, you have the photographer, you have the model, you have the creative director, you have the hairdresser, the makeup artist, you have
right.
photographer's assistants, you have a whole entourage of things. And I knew this was going to happen.
What happened? You freezing up? Hey, Shell. I think he's frozen, so hopefully he's going to come back on. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm talking with Derrick Palmer. He's a phenomenal photographer. I had the pleasure of meeting him several years ago. I'll try to get him back on. I had the pleasure of meeting him several years ago, and I met him through Jerry and Roger and Charlie. So let me try to get him back on. Just hold on for a minute. Y'all know how this goes. Hold on. I'm gonna try to get him back on. Just bear with me. Okay, if he can, okay, so hold on. Okay, so he's coming back on. Shell, I hope you're doing good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The phone call kicked me off. Sorry.
That's okay. So when you get your subjects and you present this idea to them, are they really like, or should I say, do you choose your subjects? Because everybody is not comfortable in doing different shoots or different styles of shoots.
Right. It depends on the situation.
Right.
It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to, let's say, do a fashion shoot and you have an outfit that you need to highlight or showcase,
Mm-hmm.
you might, as a photographer, find the perfect model, but the
Right.
model might not be willing or available.
Right.
All right. So you either have to find an alternative and work with that, or you just gonna have to change the whole dynamics of the shoot.
And how
So it
difficult
all
is that
depends.
for you?
Sometimes that's very difficult because sometimes opportunities only knock once. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So if this particular brand or this particular company said, "Hey, we need you to do this car shoot with this car on May the 25th at 4 o'clock," and you got to have a petite model that's African American, 5'9" to 6 feet tall.
Right.
That's specific.
Right.
You,
Right.
you, you either bring it or you don't.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, who inspires you the most in photography?
Well, I can't say the most because I
Well,
get inspiration.
who you get
Yeah.
your inspiration from?
A lot of times it's other photographers, pros out there like Kevin Kubota. Oh yeah, hey Shell, Shell Stevens.
Yeah.
Kevin Kubota, Sal Sincata. Uh, good gosh, I can go on for days.
Right.
Vanessa Joy, Lindsay Adler.
And so, why
Um,
these people? What do you see in their work that you inspire
it
to?
I inspire. I basically try my best to become what they are because they have the knowledge that's beyond me, and they know. Let's say indoor, like Lindsay Adler, she knows indoor lighting like the back of her hand. But
Right.
she
Right.
started out as like a wedding photographer, fashion photographer, and now she's like everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Um, so it depends on their style. I might like their style. I might like how clean their photos look.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times the photos don't come out the camera like that. They get
Absolutely.
retouched. Yeah, the software does its trick, and if you can't retouch it, you send it somewhere to a retoucher to do it. But their work is impeccable, and there's some local photographers around here that inspire me. Like one in Greensboro, her name is Tony Shaw,
Right.
and
Right.
she's a African American lady. She got it going on.
Right. And so, when you go to shoot, do
Hmm.
do you have an idea in your head like I want this or I want that? And when you don't get the shoot that you have in your head, how does that discourage you if it does at all?
It it discourages it discourages you. It all depends on how bad you want it.
Right.
The bottom line is, and then your level of experience, because sometimes
Hmm.
you have in your mind, okay, this is going to be X, Y, and Z, and you don't meet X, but you might meet a little bit of Y, and you definitely met
Right.
Z.
Right.
It's disappointing, but you got to find how they say this, the silver lining in the cloud, in the
Hmm.
thundercloud. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You got to
Hmm.
find the good out of the bad. And a lot of
Absolutely.
times, as you get more experienced and better, less and less of that will happen, and you
Hmm.
will attain the goal that you set when you first come
Right.
up, in your mind, vision in your mind for a photo shoot.
And so you shoot all kinds of stuff. What is your favorite thing to do? Weddings, portraits, creativity.
I would say portraits because weddings, you have no idea how difficult weddings are. Weddings will ruin a photographer.
Why? Why?
Weddings will weddings are so important in a person's life
Absolutely.
that you are messing with somebody's life if you really
Mhm.
think about it.
Oh
So you
yes.
don't want to miss the shot. You don't want to send them, some trash photos. You want to get the good stuff.
Hmm.
So weddings are difficult, and that's just the top of the surface there. I'm not even getting into does the couple have a uh a wedding coordinator, when is it, where is it, how many people, how
Absolutely.
many bridesmaids, groomsmen, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, what all extras do you want, what shots do you want, all that stuff. Do you have the money that
Right. Right.
the photographer is going to charge, and do you have the money on time that the photographer needs? It's a lot to it, a whole lot to it, and that there will, like I say, it will destroy a photographer. But I love portraits because I like
Hmm.
dealing with people, and
Right.
portraits, I can capture a person's essence,
Right. Right.
with my camera, and here's my baby right here.
Yes. And
Yes.
so
Nikon, baby.
I have to get back in front of it. It's been a while. I think it's been over a
Yeah,
year since you and I have
yeah,
shot.
yeah. We're overdue.
Yes. And so let me ask you this. How do you handle clients that once they see their photos and they're not satisfied and they want something different, or they say you didn't do this, or I'm not satisfied with that? How do you handle that?
I handle it quite well because, first of all, I know that it can happen,
Absolutely.
and I put in my mind that it could happen. Period. But
Right.
the goal is to ask, to find out exactly what they want. And
Right.
if you know you want to do this before you even agree to do the shoot, all
Yeah.
right, because you're saving yourself a lot of headache, you're saving yourself a whole lot of trouble. Bottom line is you want to know for sure before you get involved with clicking that button on that camera. But
Mm-hmm.
if you click the button on the camera, you take the shot, and they don't like it, well, me being a professional, I will negotiate at that point.
Okay.
Okay, what can I do to make it better? What can I do to fix
Absolutely.
this?
Absolutely.
Do you need another shoot?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to do some serious editing and retouching? I will
Right.
find a way to make that client happy because you're only as good as your last client.
And so I want to ask you this tough question. So if you have a client and you have done all that they've asked, and you took the subject, and if they feel like you didn't portray them in such a way that is them, I mean, like, what do you say? So just for example, if you shoot me and I tell you, this is not, I am not true to who I am. I don't look like myself.
Right.
So what, I mean, how, I mean, like, what you
I've
see
had that
is
happen.
me, what you see is what you get. Like,
Well, that's true, but guess what? That's not true.
okay, so either you're gonna
All right,
make me look
let me
not like myself.
well let me just I'm gonna use you as an example because
Go
you
ahead.
my model. We go way
Yeah,
back. We cool.
yeah. Go ahead.
I can make you 400 pounds with software.
Wow.
I can also make you 90 pounds with software. Dress size 0.
Right, right.
Software is ridiculous what you can do.
Mm.
But I'm just saying that's just one scenario.
Right, right.
I've had the scenario happen that you said. Or a
Mm-hmm.
client, I couldn't make this person happy if I would have just went to the bank, gave $1 million to him. I couldn't make him happy.
Right.
This is after we shoot, and this is something that I told the person that I couldn't really do that well,
Mm-hmm.
and they still wanted to do something beyond what
Mm-hmm.
I felt I was capable of doing. So
Right.
I don't feel so bad because I warned them, but yet and still they said, no, you can do it. Okay, we did the project,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't like it. Now, bear in mind, everybody else said, hey, that's good enough. That's good to go. This
Right.
person, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I want my money back, blah, 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 blah.
So when you have disgruntled clients, do you shoot with them again? Do you go back and
I I try not to. I want to
okay,
give them their money back. I want to send
right,
them on their way
right,
because it's bad for my business and it's
absolutely,
bad for them as well. So we need
absolutely,
to part ways. We don't need to, stir up, how they say, stir up the devil. We don't need to do that.
absolutely. And so, Derek, how do you keep up on the latest trends, if you will, on photography? How do you keep growing and educating yourself, to become even a better photographer?
Well, first of all, I'm always trying to shoot something, do something a little different. Just like tonight, I'm about to use some gels. I'm about to use something I haven't really done before, fog
Mm-hmm.
machine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nisi, about to use a fog machine. It's about to be real because the model Mona Loverly, she don't
Okay.
she don't know that I'm gonna be submitting this photo to a contest. But
Oh,
I, I,
cool, cool.
I guess she knows that now since I didn't said it. She's sitting like 4 feet from me, you know. But
Okay, so if she don't mind, just let me put her on there. I want to ask her a question.
sure, she's dressed up as a wicked witch.
It's a pretty witch.
Yeah, pretty witch. Yeah, not wicked. Hold up.
Can you see me?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can. So what are your expectations tonight about this shoot?
My expectations would be, well, of course, something different. And I expect it to be like a spooky, like a sexy spooky vibe.
Right.
And I expect this to be fun, which Derrick is a lot of fun to work with.
Yes.
I know him for about
Yes.
6 years, 6, 7 years.
Probably longer than that.
Probably
I
longer
think.
than that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting old.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I am looking forward to the work. I know it's going to be amazing because I know anything he sets his mind to, he tried to make it come forth. So, thank you for just coming on right quick. I can't wait to see
No
the finished
problem.
work. And so I'm going to get back to him so y'all can shoot so you won't be out too late.
Okay.
All right, because,
So,
yeah.
before we leave, I know
Dark.
you had your own magazine, right?
Yep. Uh-oh.
So, your life confused.
Sorry.
So, have you
Yeah.
thought about redoing or starting up your magazine business again?
Oh, man. I hope you get better, Shell. I see you in the hospital. God bless you.
Yeah, she said it knows.
I didn't know she was sick.
She said no, he's not punching his.
Oh, Lord. No, they pinch my butt. No. No.
Oh, Lord.
That's Michelle for you. That's Michelle. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
You making me blush, turn colors and stripes and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Girl. Good God. Y'all, it's dark out here. I'm scared. I'm in the dark. But
I know. I'm not gonna keep you long.
no, you good. You good.
So,
No.
have you thought about relaunching your magazine?
Well, it's happened. And before that, the question you asked about how I stay on top of photography by doing work. And Lord of mercy, I hope to God you heal up from that stroke, Michelle. Stroke is never good.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. But I stay on top of photography by reading blogs and checking out YouTube videos. And there's a young man that I follow. His name is Derrick Palmer, and he stays on top of everything. And he's a Caucasian, but he has an afro, and he's known as Fro. Yeah, that's his nickname, Fro. But the thing is, yeah, I understand, Michelle. I understand.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Well,
yeah, just take it easy. Yeah,
covering. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. But yeah, I will. Wait, what was the question?
No, I was asking you, how do you stay up, on your photography,
Yeah. So yeah, I stay on it by that, and then I do go perusing websites and blogs, like I said, and I get emails from other professionals that stay on top of it as well. So I know the latest is coming out, and I know what's going on with the equipment and lights and stuff like that. And it's pretty awesome.
Right. And so how expensive is that, to keep up with?
Well, the thing is the latest trend, right?
Yeah.
I try not to keep up with trends per se. I find something good, and I'm like this. I will work it till the wheels fall off.
Absolutely.
So, right.
And
so
what
happens
your
is,
equipment? Do you buy it used, or do you put yourself on a budget to say, I need this? So how does that work for you?
The thing is, the money that you make from the shoots goes back into the business, and it goes, into the equipment and, taxes and stuff like that. And the thing is, certain things you have to buy, new. You can't get it used. You can't get it refurbished or anything like that.
Right.
But other stuff you can. Like for me, a camera body, you can buy a camera body used.
Mm-hmm.
But a lens, it's getting chilly, right? A lens, you wanna try to get that new. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Because
right, right.
that's very important. Very important.
Right.
All
And
right.
so before we leave, so
Sorry.
are you gonna did you say you was
My jacket's in the car.
revamping your magazine?
Uh, I thought about it, but the thing is it's a matter of money and
Right,
manpower. Because that's what we
right.
ran out of. We ran out of money, and we sure enough ran out of manpower. So it, it was tough. I mean, at the end, the last month before we turned it over to SIBN, Streaming Inspiration Broadcast Network, you
Mm-hmm.
know, pretty much sold it and for undisclosed amount of money.
Right, right, right.
The thing was, we were probably down to like 8 or 9 people.
Wow.
Still pumping it out, still pumping the magazine out.
Right.
But at one point, we had like 34, 36 people.
Wow.
I had writers, I had editors, I had everything.
Right. And
Research agents, marketing agents, I had it all. But it just slowly dwindled.
right. And so if
Yep.
people want to get in contact with you to do a photo shoot or
Mhm.
for an event or whatever, how can they get in contact with you?
They can either go to my Instagram page, which has a link to my uh, contact information, which is at Photos by Derrick, or they can go
Mm-hmm.
to my website, www.
I think
I
it's
hope
one of
that
the
squirrel.
it's just one of the
Don't be
squirrels.
getting
Sorry.
look, y'all getting spooked out
Well,
there.
hey, you see right there?
It's one of those squirrels
I mean,
still playing.
but I'm just saying, I heard something clicking and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. But I'm just saying, the thing is, they can contact me on my website,
Okay.
or even if they can find me on Facebook, or hey, through you, I guess.
Yes.
You know, Taylor Network.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time out to interview
You're
with me.
welcome.
I can't wait
Yes.
to see the finished product. Look, y'all don't get spooked out there tonight. But I know y'all gonna make magic, and just thank you, my friend. We definitely have to get together and shoot again. So is she gonna wear that tonight?
No, that's just Mr. Bones acting up. Mr.
Oh, okay.
Bones.
But yeah, but
Yeah,
thank you for just taking the
good
time
morning.
out to to
All
interview
right.
with me. And like I said, we'll be in touch so I can shoot with you soon.
Yes, I look forward to it. You always bring the thunder, and then you be like, "Oh, I don't look
I
good.
would tell
Oh
you what,
no." Yes.
I am overdue for some doggone phototherapy. I'm telling you, I haven't
All right.
shot in over a year. Like,
What?
literally, yes.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, run,
Yeah,
Forrest, run.
run for it.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna
Well,
knock this out and get ready to turn this fog machine on.
okay, well, just log yourself out, and I'll stay on. But thank you. I love you, my friend. I'll
Yep,
talk to you
yep.
later.
All right,
Bye.
love you too. Take care. Bye bye.
I will. Bye.
Bye.
That was
So, guys, thank you for just tuning in to another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. That was my friend Derrick Palmer. If you would like to shoot with him, he's amazing. As you can see tonight, he was on a location doing a night shoot. Guys, just thank you. Be creative in whatever you're doing. If you want to write, if you draw, if you're a designer, whatever you do, just do it. Be creative. Just be you, your authentic you. And you know, I always tell you, follow your dream, follow your purpose, because we only have one shot at this life, and life is too short. We don't know the day nor the hour when our number is going to be called. And the thing about it is, work while we can work. Follow our dreams while we still can do that. It doesn't matter whether you think it's big or small or whatever people may say. If you have a dream that you want to birth it while the time is now. Because I tell everybody, life is truly, truly too short. We can be here today, gone today. We don't know, and we don't have time to play around with our lives, other people's lives. Love people while they're here. If you have good people in your life, tell them that you love them. Tell them that you appreciate them. Because when they're gone, they don't know if you appreciate them. They don't know if you love them. But tell them now. Tell them now why they can hear those words, I love you. Tell them now why they can hear those words, I appreciate you. Thank you. But when you have people that you love and care about, make sure that they know without a shadow of a doubt that she loved me, he loved me, they loved me. But most of all, love yourself first. Because when we love ourselves first, then we can exude the love out to the people that we have in our lives. I will be back tomorrow with another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. And tomorrow I will be interviewing a young entrepreneur. So you see, it doesn't matter if you're 12, 112, 20, 60. It's never too late to follow your dreams. The only thing that's stopping you is you. Get started. If you have something that you want to birth and you don't know, find somebody. Find somebody that can tell you that, hey, you can do it. So with that being said, I am your host, Donna Taylor, and this has been another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. Good night.